Guys, it's Dr. Kirby here. We're back with another video. So in today's video, I want to talk about FOMO for 1 second because when I posted the um how to spend wisely on the fortune event video, which by the way did so much in a day, 1,300. It was 1,020 hours uploaded. So this was like my first time ever like reaching that peak before, and yeah, you can tell from the charts here, it skyrocketed a lot. And I think I gained around like 20 subscribers. So for the new people who just joined in on the channel, thank you so much. And yes, but before I talk about it, if you ever want to see me live stream, I have a Twitch, obviously. Now I haven't streamed in a while. The OGs will know it's been a while, but I did do some setups and I think I'm gonna be back. So make sure you follow Dr. Curvy TV, and you will be notified. For my Filipino people, it's probably late when I stream because of time difference, and I also wake up in the night. So my morning is my night. So I'm recording this at 4 a.m., which is basically like my 4 p.m. So it's a weird time schedule, but people in the United States or anywhere else in the EU, you're fine. So yes, that's the plug I want. But yes, let's talk about FOMO right now. Now, what is FOMO? From the Google definition, it's the anxiety that an exciting or interesting event may currently be happening elsewhere, often aroused by posts seen on social media, which means whatever you're seeing in social media, like for example, like in my feed as a Wild Rift creator, like there's a lot of people who are getting, you know, these skins, these pulls from gacha games, so on and so forth, and I'm just like, oh, I want that. That used to be me now, but I don't really have FOMO much anymore. By 2025, I said to myself, you know, I really want to avoid FOMO and get things that won't poof. And we'll get into that later, because I have a lot of analogies on it. So yes, FOMO. And judging from the comments, you know, a lot of people just spent their money ASAP without even having to think about it. That's why this video did so well, because a lot of people wanted to save money because they want to be part of the event but not spending such a big buck. And seeing all these comments made me rethink, should I even spend at all for this event, because it's such a heavy thing, especially with me, you know, for as a content creator who just bounces from game to game. You know, yes, I could be playing Wild Rift, but it's not my main game, you know, and I could be making content about it, but it's easier to make content than to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, I could be master right now playing Wild Rift, but it's just frustrating as a game sometimes, and I know other creators would feel that, especially when it's your career that you grew up with or like you made content with and just been playing it. Thank goodness I'm a good of a player, but not really relying on skills, which used to be such an issue for me. I was like, I feel like people need to take me seriously if I go to master or something. You know, that's not the case anymore. I think I'm settled with what I have now as a creator. Mostly, I don't mind being known as a skins person, because at the end of the day, being a skin person means that they would discover me more as a personality and they would want to stay in the long run, because I played the games that majority of these people play as well, you know, like Genshin or any other gacha games on the mobile platform. So let's read these comments. Horror Snacks, love that name. They said, I love watching stuff I can't afford. That's the thing, you know, and especially with like Filipino culture, there's a lot of like rich people, like a lot of the elderly, you know, like my parents or something, like watch a lot of like, you know, high luxury, you know, even if your parents do just like brands showing off their houses, celebrities. I'm like, they're celebrities, they got there because they worked hard. You know, people were dirt poor and now they got money. So, you know, it is what it is. That's just how it happened. So I just ball out laughing. Flop said, I bought almost all embroidery skins, leaving the procedure behind, and I will tell you that I'm going homeless now, but hey, they're pretty. Ooh. Still, the Chroma isn't giving Chroma. Going homeless, so there's a negative, but then there's a net positive. That's kind of sad. I don't like that feeling when I spend something, you know, especially when, this is the part I'm gonna get to, you never know in 10 years or in 5 years this game could go out, and there's no law protecting it. Like there's like if a game shuts down, it's gone. You know, they're in the void forever. You know, a lot of gacha games right now are in like, well, mostly Genshin. A lot of Genshin mostly. Genshin is getting into their 5th year, and if you think about it, a lot of well-known gachas that are underrated but they had a big following were gone. I have never played it, but I know of it. Alchemy Stars. Alchemy Star. I played a bit of Alchemy Stars. I think I played a tutorial. It was so good, but it shut down 1 to 2 years later. And all those units, those limited units, all those things, gone. And at the end of the day, what you did never mattered. So that's the feeling with League. You know what I'm saying? Like with, well, mostly with Wild Rift because it's the mobile scene. League PC will never die, like how Warcraft never died. You know what I mean? Or like trading card games on the mobile will never die unless they come back. But I'll get to that part later. But League and certain types of games like Fortnite and anything with such cultural difference will never die. But we don't know that for Wild Rift in general because it is mostly being funded by the Chinese market. That's why majority of the team went to China, Shanghai. So it's tough to know. So that's why whenever we play these games, even Genshin and all, you really have to be careful on the amount you spend, and it feels rewarding at the end of the day when the app closed down, knowing that you were free to play or you were just a light spender and it didn't really hinder your life. You know what I mean? So yeah, but League PC will still be fine. Warcraft is still here after so long, after so many expansions, so it's still here. But that's in terms of live service. Other games like The Sims or like Tekken 8 or something like that, anything that's not really relying on online much. Like if Tekken 8's done with development, it will still go on. With the online servers, like Tekken 7 is still going on the servers, so that means they can still buy stuff. And then they can use it online, blah blah blah. So those are cash cows now. Tekken 7 is a cash cow, meaning it's there to make money, but they're not really focusing on it. It was such a hit that even if you leave it now, it's still pumping, right? I'm bringing in some smartness here today. So yeah, but games like League, where it relies on live service and there's nothing offline about it, no PvE, no like this, no story, it sucks. So that's why we really have to be careful over here. Good thing I don't Xerox M13. Yes, I've seen you in my comments. Good thing I don't care about any of the champs that I got in the skin line. I only use Lux, but not that much. I already own Star Guardian and Battle Academia Lux. See, that's the thing. You like people need to remember. Some of these bitches have 13 skins, 15 skins. Ari has 15 skins on PC. What's the difference with having it, the new one? Yes, you want to collect, but they will rotate. And there is a chance that they will come back. In PC, it's probably hard to get them now because of how the loot system has been changed. But there's a possibility that will come back. When Crystal Severine came out, no one was, and no one got it. Everyone was so mad that I missed it. I was like, oh, I missed it. And then it came back like what, 9 months later or six months later. It came back 6 months later with everyone coming back. So, and this is another good example. That Morgana Lunar Fairy skin, Lunar Goddess skin, it was in the vending machine. And then it came back. So you're telling me I spent 6,000 wild cores for a skin that came back and that I can probably get cheap? Yep. So lesson learned. Or like in Genshin terms, like I missed Arlecchino on her first release and now she's back. And then if I lose my 50-50, who cares? Which is a good lesson. Use Genshin as a reference here. Like if you miss the skin, wait for it to come back because they will rotate. Look how fast Morgana came back, even though it took her like a year to come back, but she still came back. Look at all these Mythmaker skins, Mythmaker Gwen, Mythmaker Seraphine came back, and people got Mythmaker Seraphine for free when I had to spend a legendary and an epic skin to get those skins. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, this I need to clarify this. Yeah, this makes sense. The odds didn't change from the Splendor Opus event. I kind of guessed it when I saw that core rewards was 5%. 5%, for example, like 46% of 5%. I'm giving an example. That means it's a way less ratio. 5% of 46%. When you get the math, it's not a lot. So yeah, I was gonna mention this, but the odds were not good. If you got lucky, great. But feel like there's some trickery there with y'all. Okay, so now this comment. Thank you, Will Bay. You always in my comments. I think you're one of the. Wait, you're not the most commenter. I think you're third. I was talking about like there's better ways to spend that money that has value, something tangible, meaning physical, something you can hold like a physical CD. I'm in the phase where everything is streaming digital, right? So I would rather have, and skins are digital, and if they're gone, they're gone. And you spent your money where you could have spent it somewhere else. And I said this in recent videos, what I'm doing in February, if I don't get the pass, I'm getting a telescopic mobile controller. And he said, I got myself a G8 Plus. I was talking about that controller thingy-majiggy. Can I link it here? I don't want to spend the video. Let me see if I can open a new tab and see. Okay. I'm gonna type in games, sir. I have it over here. I can put it up. Okay. So this is what I'm planning to get for, oh, not that. This is what I'm planning to get for, oh, not my real name there. This is what I'm planning to get in February. It's pretty cheap because usually these are like, what, 60 bucks? So I would love to get this in the future because it has value for in the long run. Like I could do, like you can see here, you can do like controller, I can take Genshin on my controller, so on and so forth. It's not an ad. I'm just saying like this is more useful than what if I would get a skin, you know what I mean? And you don't feel bad because a lot of people are peer pressuring you know what I mean? And when I got my new phone, this was one of the purchases that I want. So yes, so yes, he got it. I need to read this comment. During Christmas, it's somewhat worth it, but sadly it's not friendly to iOS, only Android. You can customize. Thank God I'm an Android person. You can custom the controller to any games, even shows in the app of GameSir which games, but iOS nothing. But yeah, check. I like the one I'm getting here. I like this controller. So is that a Dochi song? I like. Okay, so that's why sometimes, you know, that 6,000 wild cores amount would have been spent somewhere else, you know. And planning, you know, like when I said, like, if you didn't buy the wild pass, now this is the perfect time to buy the wild pass so that you add more levels, so that you get ahead of the curve, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So someone said, I responded to this, but I need to read it again. You mentioned you don't want to overspend the budget. Amen. And you don't have to. I noticed that we get 2 free keys from the free pass, and you still get them even if you pay for the pass. At least I think you do. So if you have already 70 skin vouchers, what I said from level... Because I was talking about level 50. And each pull is 50% chance of 6 vouchers. You have 2 free pulls. I think getting to 80 is no issue because I wanted Morgana and I think they were trying to help me. We'll see if I get Morgana because the more I think about it, the more I don't care and the more like I forget, which is kind of like a good mindset, to be honest. It takes, if you want to get to 50 levels, this comment, you have to spend 10,000 because 10,000 divided by 200 wild cores is 50 levels. So sorry. I have to like this. I need to. Wow, so many comments. Wow, thank you guys so much for the comments. I've never seen these comments. I would spend as much as I have, which is 0, and that's good. That's good. That's good. You know, just save your money. You know, there's so many things that you want to buy, but you can't because you really want to save. And 2025, I did say, I just want to save. I want to have something that I want to be like, oh, I forgot I had money. Like, I want that feeling. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I want to do this video. And just don't have FOMO. Just spend wisely. This is like a psychological video. It's not a Wild Rift video, but a lot of people are spending, you know. It's good. Let the whales do that. You know what I mean? Let the whales keep the game alive. But for us middle class, lower middle class, it's just fine where we are, you know. But if you have a lot, and then spend if you have a lot, because no shade, but a lot of people, when the skin line comes out, their hard-earned money from work gone. Like, I get it's your money, but you know, you gotta think about yourself too, like your groceries or your family, or you know. What the money I had when I got my YouTube check, I never spent. I only spent like a third of that. So, and I still have it. So I was really careful because first of all, it was a blessing and I want to prosper that amount. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. You know, it was just a little episode. I'm trying to think of what to post after this because playing rank is a hassle. So yes, and also this comment by Timorus6266. Thanks for the quality content. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I've been doing this. If you're new to my channel, I've been doing this for years, honey. Years, honey. Years. 4 years ago. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. This was the viral edit. The villain edit. But yeah, I've been doing this for a while, and the evolution in the solution from the first time I did a reaction and so on and so forth. So, oh, I did an ML video. Yikes. Oh my god, Tower of Fantasy. So yeah, I've done a lot, and I did this all myself. Like, it doesn't, you don't realize it until you got what it's gone, Janet Jackson. Like, it takes a lot. It's my second most video, a Tekken video. Wow. See, even in Tekken, I get good skins. Oh, even this one, TFT. What happened to TFT? Would you love to see TFT content on the channel? I haven't made one in a while because no one watches it. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Guys, see my channel, make sure you subscribe, notification bell for whenever I upload a new video. I am a VTuber who does content, as I already mentioned. I do a lot of stuff. But if you want to see a video you're interested in the mobile space, please leave a comment below and let me know. You know, suggestions. Give me suggestions on what to do. Like if you want to see me play a certain game on the mobile, LMK, because I want to know what you guys play. I want to know what my audience plays so that I can adapt and grow as a better content creator. Again, thank you so much for the reception of these past 4 videos. Yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, it's a lot. I am really overwhelmed, honestly. So thank you. So with that being said, make sure you guys subscribe and tell your friends about me, because, you know, a fellow Filipino here trying to make gains into the content creation space. Join my Discord, link description below. Someone already joined. Thank you, Pipo, for joining. If you're watching this, thanks. Yeah, so yeah, people do join now, and it's getting active, so, you know, get into it. And if you're from Europe or Asia, you know, we have some players who would willing to play. I can play with both of y'all, and I'm sorry, it can happen because of how Riot works with that. I have a Twitch, as I mentioned. Make sure you guys follow. Get to 100. Surprise me, get to 100, and you know, you'll be notified when I get online. I have a Twitter. If you know me from Twitter, thanks. But if you don't know, I have a Twitter. Follow it at drpervy_YT, as mentioned here. And I have a Blue Sky and the TikTok, and I need to get onto that TikTok thing because it's hard to make some. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.